Hey guys, we're back with a news video regarding Rangers former interim manager and player Steve Davis. Obviously, Davis has been out for 11 months now, rehabbing that horrific knee injury that he got. Davis came in and was the interim manager for 2 games, a victory against St Mirren and a defeat, rather appalling defeat against Aris Limassol in the Europa League, a game where I think many fans feel that those players let down Ibrox royalty Steve Davis. Now that obviously Davis had been over the last few weeks working since Philippe Clement came in, working as part of Philippe Clement's backroom staff. It certainly seemed that himself, Alex Ray, Smith, Gilmore, all those coaches, Stewart, had all continued to work with Clement, as Clement obviously tried to get his handle on how he wanted to form his staff and how he wants his staff to look. Yes, I know that Philippe Clement brought in Stefan van der Heyden as his assistant manager or his assistant head coach, however you term it, and he seems a top guy as well, someone that you definitely wouldn't mess with. But Steve Davis has been speaking to Rangers TV, and I haven't seen the full interview yet. I will be looking at the full interview and sort of diving into this and bringing you in a bit more detail. But just wanted to update you on what I'd seen so far and what I'd heard from Davis. So it seems very much that Steve Davis is going to be no longer part of the coaching staff. He did consider it. He did talk to Philippe Clement about continuing there, but he has taken a decision that he wants to get his knee back and right and wants to play football again. He talked about the fact that he was on the right track after 11 months of rehab, but certainly the last 4 or 5 weeks, given the fact that the other role that he's been doing, the interim manager, and then obviously the coaching role, that's kind of taken a back seat to all the other demands of being an interim manager and then obviously being a coach. He's kind of have to let his personal side of things slide as he's focused more on the team. He says, it's frustrating as well because he can't play football in the garden with his kids because of this knee injury, which obviously I know is a big one, isn't it? When you've got kids and you want to play in the garden with them, and they don't understand why daddy can't play football with them. But Steve Davis has talked about the fact that, it's about now getting that knee right, getting back. He talked also about the fact that in football terms, he is old, but he feels young inside and wants to continue playing. And he has obviously previously expressed an interest in returning to actually playing football and also representing his country, Northern Ireland, even though he is obviously 37 years old now. Davis is a very talented footballer, someone who has been a fundamental part of this squad and a fundamental part of this team during its successful times. It's obviously sad that Steve doesn't want to continue as a coach. He said that it's not something that he's ruling out for the future. It's definitely something that he is considering, and he will continue to obviously work on coaching badges and work on developing his skills as a coach. But at this moment in time, he said his focus needs to be getting back to playing and getting back to being an actual footballer. So it does seem that he stepped down from the coaching role and will be playing football again. Well, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like I said, it's just a bit of a breaking news video. Just wanted to kind of update you on what I'd heard. I will be watching the interview a bit more depth to kind of get a bit more detail on the bones of this interview with Steve Davis. But it does appear now that Davis will no longer be part of the manager's backroom staff. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. And as always, if you can smash the sub, that would be fantastic. Also, please continue to check out the video that was released earlier about Philippe Clement and his 100% focus on getting this team where it needs to be. Well, on the way out, as always, I've got 2 things to ask of you. Number 1 is to smash the like. And number 2, please always remember, we are the people.